Shri Sanjay Lalbhai, Chancellor, Ahmedabad University, Professor K. Vijayaraghavan, Chief Guest of this convocation, Shri B.M. Shah, Registrar, members of the Board of Governors, Board of Management, Advisory Council, Deans of Schools, faculty, staff, representatives of the media, parents, family members of the graduating students, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all today to the 6th Convocation of Ahmedabad University. We're indeed privileged to have in our midst today Professor K. Vijayaraghavan, an internationally renowned scientist, a pragmatic science administrator and secretary in one of the most progressive departments of Government of India, and above all, a wise institution builder who has a vision of challenging some of the problems facing our society through science and technology. As is customary, I present to you a brief account of some of the activities of the university during the last 1 year. Ahmedabad University is now 7 years old. Our aspiration is to become a serious global academic institution that creates impact in the society through the thinking of its students and its faculty. Our uniqueness lies in how we enable, how we think, how we govern, to prepare our students for a world that is constantly changing. The university is focusing on new types of courses, new curricular structures, new ways of teaching in its programs, and new development of ideas in its laboratories in the true spirit of a liberal, education-driven research university. The university offers a wide variety of programs across our 4 schools and 2 centers. Today is a special day as we graduate our first batch of engineering students. I think they deserve a clap today. Let me start with the centers. In 2015 and 16, we launched a unique 2-year master's program in management program in heritage management, the first of its kind in the country. An interdisciplinary program which saw students take internships in museums, park services around the world, and heritage facilities in the country. Venture Studio, our entrepreneurship center, has started a fellowship program for our students. Under this program, we offer final year students an opportunity to create real ventures during the course of their studies and also earn academic credits for the activity. This is a unique program in the country which can motivate students inclined towards entrepreneurship to try working on innovative ideas early in their life and get real-world experience of startups before they graduate. The center was recognized as the best center amongst the new institutions by the National Entrepreneurial Network of Wadhwani Foundation. We have now started a phase of consolidation and strengthening of our existing programs at our 4 schools. In the year that went by, we admitted 1,947 students at the university, and the strength of the students stood at 4,322, which included 33 PhD students. Since our admission is need blind, we have a very strong commitment to providing means-based scholarship, and close to 8% of our students currently avail of our financial support. In addition, we have also started a work-study program at the university. We have been moving towards flexible credit-based programs where undergraduate students across different disciplines attend common courses together. They can take courses across different schools, and do research projects in teams comprising students from different programs like life sciences, engineering, management, and computer studies. This is indeed an achievement in what is otherwise a very watertight education regime in our country. We signed an MOU with CEPT, the well-known School of Architecture and Planning, that allows our students and those of CEPT to register for courses across our campuses, thereby increasing the universe of our learning. This year, we have also introduced a new short academic term in December called the Independent Study Period, or ISP. During ISP, we will offer studio-type courses around a passion, but which is theory-driven and interdisciplinary in nature. This December, we will offer 38 new ISP courses to our first-year undergraduate students that range from anatomy of cars, on birds, to biomimicry and sociology of the bazaar. These are all experiential courses. We have also deepened this commitment to hands-on project-based learning by offering 8 new Enable courses, our version of project-based learning this year. This year also saw a public lecture series of 10 lectures on world history by Professor Howard Spodek, the Shrenik Lalbhai Chair Professor of Social Organizations at the university. The regular faculty strength stands around 100. During the year, 9 new faculty members joined the university. We continue to send faculty members both to Cambridge and Olin College of Engineering for faculty development. We are looking to design innovative ways of engaging with faculty abroad and hiring the most talented in the country to our university. We've now instituted a 6-year tenure track process for all new and incoming faculty. We are building research and publication to be a strong component of our faculty culture. This year, faculty members have published 75 papers in international journals and presented 76 papers at conferences. Faculty at Ahmedabad University won research grants from agencies as diverse as European Union to Department of Science and Technology and Government of Gujarat. These represent strong early steps towards building a vibrant research culture and an indicator of our intent. We are working towards every faculty having external research grants for themselves. I'm also happy to inform you of a few notable achievements of my faculty colleagues during the year 2015 and 16. Professor Bipin Mehta, Associate Dean of the School of Computer Studies, was elected as the President of the Computer Society of India. Professor Asutosh Kumar of the Division of Biological and Life Sciences received the National Academy of Sciences Young Scientist Platinum Jubilee Award in Biological Sciences. Professor Sanjay Singh, also of the same division, received the Endeavour Research Award from Government of Australia. Sridhar Dalai from Engineering and Applied Sciences was awarded the Young Scientist Award in Chemical Engineering by VIFRA in 2015. We are building collaborative learning experiences with several international institutions for research, faculty, and student exchange. During the year, the university finalized a unique partnership with Olin College of Engineering in the US. Olin is a private undergraduate engineering college that is ranked 3rd in the US News and World Report in 2015. Ahmedabad University is the first international partner from Asia. Under this program, Olin is hosting 2 faculty members each semester for 2 years, starting August of 2016. Olin's educational program are based on project-based learning. Another aspect of our learning programs is collaborative projects between our students and those of our partners. Project Bharatpur and Project Agastya are 2 such examples of affordable design entrepreneurship program where our students participated very closely with those of Olin, Babson, and Wellesley. With students of MIT, they worked on very insightful social projects in Nasik and Hyderabad. The Ahmedabad Syracuse Tsinghua course is another example of our engagement to provide our students with high quality cross-border learning exposure. I want to recognize one of our faculty, Saumil Shah, who was very enthusiastically led these efforts in building these linkages. Several of our faculty from the university also attended Olin's collaboratory to learn about project-based teaching methods. Some achievements of our students. 3 of our students from AMSOM, Pooja Shah, Nimisha Jain, Eshan Shah, were ranked amongst the top 50 in the CA IPCC examinations. Several students from SEAS won international travel grants to present research papers abroad, and one, Mayank Jobanputra, was selected by Google to be the facilitator among students in the Google program on applied computer science, while Shailaja Sampath was selected to attend MIT's Global Entrepreneurship Boot Camp in Cambridge. Shahil Shah from Biological and Life Sciences was awarded the Professor U.M. Rawal Memorial Award in Biosciences during the Gujarat Science Congress early this year. I want to particularly call out one activity that is a marker of the kind of institution that we are working to become. Several of our faculty of AMSOM, led by Chirag Trivedi, have been organizing summer school and visits of children from the municipal schools, slums, and remand homes to our classrooms. We are very happy to inform you that 4 of such children who had visited us a few years ago during these summer programs have entered our undergraduate program, and 1 graduates today. Their inspiration was one such visit to Ahmedabad University, a small step in transforming big lives. I'm happy to inform you that today the university will be conferring degrees on 1,160 students of the university, which includes 901 students from the Amrit Modi School of Management, 65 students from School of Engineering and Life Sciences, Applied Science, 16 students from the Division of Biological and Life Sciences of the School of Arts and Sciences, and 178 students from the School of Computer Studies. Now, a word for our graduating students. Today, we celebrate you, your efforts, and your achievements. We celebrate you. With you, we celebrate your teachers who have made this day possible for you. And with you, we celebrate your parents and your family who have made immense sacrifices and who think of your well-being all the time so that you don't face any constraints in your life and career. There are many in the society who do not have these privileges and for whom the society does not have much to offer. Today, we must charge you to always think about the welfare of others who are less privileged than you. Time has also come to modernize India and the way we think, the way we approach to find solutions to our problems, the way we use science, technology, and commerce as the new theory of development. You have the skills, the technology, and the perspective to engage with the problems of the underserviced and to use your education and what it teaches you to be critical thinkers, to be rational, to be articulate, along with your impatience to remove poverty from our country in your lifetime. My congratulations to parents and teachers of the graduating class and to winners of various accolades for a job very well done. May all your dreams always come true. Thank you.
Good evening, friends. Professor K. Vijay Raghavan, Secretary, Department of Biotechnology, Government of India. Professor Pankaj Chandra, Vice Chancellor and Chairman, Board of Management, Ahmedabad University. Members of the board, faculty, graduating students and parents, welcome to the 6th Convocation of Ahmedabad University. We started Ahmedabad University several years ago with certain goals. To become a global knowledge leader, to provide world-class learning environment to our student and faculty, to develop a modern model for liberal education in India, to adapt new technology and be a pioneer in emerging pedagogy, to contribute significantly to addressing challenges of India and the world. And I am happy to see so many graduates today with that perspective. This is also a special convocation. Our first batch of engineering students will graduate today, and our convocation speaker is an engineer who continues to make significant contributions in the field of life sciences and health. Today's world is fast changing. Digital technologies are bringing the world closer and providing us with an ability to customize both at our homes and at work. Automation and related technologies are making tasks more efficient than they were ever before. Both these things are also impacting jobs. Old jobs are withering away and new opportunities are growing at the boundaries of disciplines of new knowledge. This poses great opportunities for new universities like Ahmedabad University. We at Ahmedabad University believe that broad and deep learning is both possible and necessary. But they have to be done with innovative teaching methods and real-world setting. We want our students to be working in laboratories next to our researchers. We want our libraries to be filled with materials of opportunity and become spaces of innovation. We want our classrooms to be platform of dialogue, debate, and understanding of diverse perspectives. Towards that goal, we are building a comprehensive and integrated campus in the middle of the city of Ahmedabad, which will carry the resources, both intellectual and physical, to build the next generation of poets and scientists and managers out of Ahmedabad. Those who trained in the best traditions of classical knowledge and the innovative entrepreneurial strengths of our city. We are working to ensure that Ahmedabad University carries strengthening both liberal and professional education, and in both traditional disciplines and disciplines of the future. As we strengthen our existing programs, we are also looking to build capabilities in newer areas. These ranges from a full-fledged School of Arts and Sciences, for which we have already started to plan a world-class facility. The key consideration there has been to integrate both the arts and sciences, something that has been missing at our universities thus far. We are also planning 2 specialized thrust areas, a Center for Engineering and Biology to help create an interdisciplinary walkway between our School of Engineering and Applied Science and the School of Arts and Sciences, and a Center for Sustainability across the university with a focus on water. This, we hope, will grow our interdisciplinary focus and our commitment to solving society's challenges with deep knowledge. Finally, a word for you who graduate today. We are here today because of your commitment and achievements. The world that you are going out to is both challenging and exciting. In my generation, we had to wait several decades to make a mark. You have the opportunity and the tools to do it very early. Grab that opportunity with your skills, your hard work, and your positive attitude. And remember, in an ever-changing world, how you traverse and journey matters more than which destination you reach. For if you are dedicated, you will reach the destination of your choice. Best wishes for a very successful career and a happy life. Thank you.
Candidates for the degree of Master of Business Administration, please rise and remain standing. Respected Chancellor and Vice Chancellor, I present to you Raj Dilip Kumar Adani and 85 graduating students in person and 33 graduating students in absentia who have successfully completed the program and request the university to confer the degree on them.
Members of the governing body, may the degree be confirmed on these candidates. By the authority given to me by the Ahmedabad University, I confer on you the degree of Master of Business Administration and charge you that in your life, by word and deed, you prove yourselves worthy of it.
Candidates for the degree of Entrepreneurial Master of Business Administration, please rise and remain standing. Respected Chancellor and Vice Chancellor, I present to you Sunny Parihar and 4 graduating students in person and 7 graduating students in absentia who have successfully completed the program and request the university to confer the degree on them.
Members of the governing body, may the degree be confirmed on these candidates. By the authority given to me by the Ahmedabad University, I confirm on you the degree of Entrepreneurial Master of Business Administration. And I charge you that in your life, by word and deed, you prove yourselves worthy of it.
Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration Honours, please rise and remain standing. Respected Chancellor and Vice Chancellor, I present to you Anuj Mehta and 15 graduating students in person and 9 graduating students in absentia who have successfully completed the program and request the university to confer the degree on them.
Members of the governing body, may the degree be confirmed on these candidates. Yes. By the authority given to me by the Ahmedabad University, confirm on you the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration Honours, and I charge you that in your life, by word and deed, prove yourselves worthy of it. Congratulations.
Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration, please rise and remain standing. Respected Chancellor and Vice Chancellor, I present to you Akhil Fatehpuria and 135 graduating students in person and 99 graduating students in absentia who have successfully completed the program and request the university to confer the degree on them.
Members of the governing body, may the degree be confirmed on these candidates. By the authority given to me by the Ahmedabad University, I confirm on you the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration. Charge you that in your life, by word and deed, you prove yourselves worthy of it. Congratulations.
Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, please rise and remain standing. Okay. Yeah, respected Chancellor and Vice Chancellor, I present to you Anisha Sanjay Modi and 370 graduating students in person and 140 graduating students in absentia who have successfully completed the program and request the university to confer the degree on them.
Members of the governing body, may the degree be confirmed on these candidates. By the authority given to me by the Ahmedabad University, I confirm on you the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, and I charge you that in your life, by word and deed, you prove yourselves worthy of it. Congratulations.
The gold medal for academic excellence for this year of the Master of Business Administration program is awarded to Chinmay Nitinbhai Vaishnav. I call upon Chinmay Nitinbhai Vaishnav to come to the stage and receive the degree from the Chancellor and the gold medal from the Chief Guest, Professor K. Vijayaraghavan. Yeah, degree. No, he gives the degree. Degree. You give the degree. He gives the medal and you give the degree. Yeah. Yeah. I think he needs a picture also. Okay, yeah, two more. The gold medal for academic excellence for this year of the Bachelor of Business Administration Honours Program is awarded to Dhruvi Shah. I call upon Dhruvi Shah to come to the stage and receive the degree from the Chancellor and the gold medal from the Chief Guest, Professor Vijayaraghavan. Gold The gold medal for academic excellence for this year of the Bachelor of Business Administration program is awarded to Natasha Sanjay Shah. I call upon Natasha Sanjay Shah to come to the stage and receive the degree from the Chancellor and the gold medal from the Chief Guest, Professor Vijayaraghavan. The last one from gold medal for academic excellence for this year of the Bachelor of Commerce program is awarded to Nakia Shabir Shahiwala. I call upon Nakia Shabir Shahiwala to come to the stage and receive the degree from the Chancellor and the gold medal from the Chief Guest, Professor Vijayaraghavan.
Candidates for the degree of Master of Computer Applications, please rise and remain standing. Respected Chancellor and Vice Chancellor, I present to you Sakshi Om Prakash Agrawal and 65 graduating students in person and 73 graduate students in absentia who have successfully completed the program and request the university to confer the degree on them.
Members of the governing body, may the degree be confirmed on these candidates. By the authority given to me by the Ahmedabad University, I confer on you the degree of Master of Computer Applications, charge you that in your life, by word and deed, you prove yourselves worthy of it. Congratulations.
Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Computer Applications, please rise and remain standing. Respected Chancellor and Vice Chancellor, I present to you Priyanka Rohit Challa and 12 graduating students in person and 26 graduating students in absentia who have successfully completed the program and request the university to confer the degree on them.
Members of the governing body, may the degree be confirmed on these candidates. By the authority given to me by the Ahmedabad University, I confirm on you the degree of Bachelor of Computer Applications, charge you that in your life, by word and deed, you prove yourselves worthy of it. Congratulations.
The gold medal for academic excellence for this year of the Master of Computer Applications program is awarded to Anmol Madhav Seth. I call upon Anmol Madhav Seth to come to the stage and receive the degree from the Chancellor and the gold medal from the Chief Guest, Professor K. Vijay Raghavan.
Candidates for the degree of Master of Technology in Computer Science and Engineering, please rise and remain standing. Master of Technology. Respected Chancellor and Vice Chancellor, I present to you Amoli Jitendra Rajgor and 12 graduating students in person and 2 graduating students in absentia who have successfully completed the program and request the university to confer the degree on them.
Members of the governing body, may the degree be confirmed on these candidates. By the authority given to me by the Ahmedabad University, confirm on you the degree of Master of Technology in Computer Science and Engineering and charge you that in your life, by word and deed, you prove yourselves worthy of it. Congratulations.
Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Technology in Information and Communication Technology, please rise and remain standing. Respected Chancellor and Vice Chancellor, I present to you Aditya Hitesh Bhai Parikh and 41 graduating students in person and 8 graduating students in absentia who have successfully completed the program and request the university to confer the degree on them.
Members of the governing body, may the degree be conferred on these candidates. By the authority given to me by the Ahmedabad University, I confer on you the degree of Bachelor of Technology in Information and Communication Technology and charge you that in your life, by word and deed, you prove yourselves worthy of it. Congratulations.
The gold medal for academic excellence for this year of the Bachelor of Technology in Information and Communication Technology program is awarded to Shashwat Rashmin Bai Sangvi. I call upon Shashwat Sangvi to come on the stage and receive the degree from the Chancellor and the gold medal from the Chief Guest, Professor K. Vijay Raghavan.
Candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Life Sciences, please rise and remain standing. Respected Chancellor and Vice Chancellor, I present to you Ankita Kishore Patel and 12 graduating students in person and 3 graduating students in absentia who have successfully completed the program and request the university to confer the degree on them.
Members of the governing body, may the degree be conferred on these candidates. By the authority given to me by the Ahmedabad University, I confer on you the degree of Master of Science in Life Sciences, and I charge you that in your life, by word and deed, you prove yourselves worthy of it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sunny Ghansham Bhai Raman Bhai Patel, graduating from the Bachelor's of Business Administration program. First of all, I welcome the dignitaries on the dais, esteemed guests, professors, parents, and graduating classes. My roots belong to a village 70 kilometers from here. Born and brought up my world for the first decade of my life. For education, I moved to a nearby town named Nadiyad. And for the first time, I saw so many cars at one go, and I thought that this is the world. For higher education, I moved to another nearby town named Anand, and I saw a shopping mall over there. For undergraduate study, finally over here. And after coming across my swashbuckling peers to the Cambridge educated professors, I settled myself into thinking that perhaps this is the world with a capital W. However, much more was in store for me. As the semesters passed by and during the various presentations, classes, information mining, and guest lectures ranging from the likes of Shri J.J. Irani of Tata Steel to Shri K.K. Misra of HDFC, did I realize that there is indeed a world which lies beyond the confines of my university which is yet to be explored. Therefore, the greatest and the organic most contribution of our university, sir, is that it broadened the horizon, increase the limits of my skies and the expanse of my ambition, because after all, how can a person dream if he does not know what are the possibilities of what can be dreamt? In strategic management parlance, they say if you want to make a decision, you need to take into consideration 2 things. First, the externality of the world. There is the opportunities and threats, and the internality of the self. There is your strengths and weaknesses. While the social service forum made me realize the bequest that my parents have provided to me, the business club allowed to learn and explore. And finally, the youth fest allowed to hone my skills and discover and suppress weaknesses. There are at times when the competition knocks you down, at times fairly, at times not so much. At times you feel you are simply wasting your time, left in an insignificant corner of the world while the world moves on to new things, and makes it almost impossible to break away from the monotony of continuous mistakes and average performance. However, borrowing from a professor, quote, you are allowed to fail in the class, not in the real world, unquote. Yes, there would always be this professor who would be out there to guide you, mentor you, help you, do the hand-holding when needed and leave it when deemed wise. Yes, these years perhaps have been decisive in the discovery of the self, the strengths and weaknesses, and of the world, the opportunities and threats. I would like to continue this lifelong bond with my alma mater in whatever manner I possibly can. And I am confident that it will continue its good work of molding and developing individuals who make meaningful changes to the society and mankind at large. I am graduating from our university after having come across some great professors, and great both in spirit and awe. Because you see, there were those who taught me to never accept anything on its face value without questioning it. And those who taught me to be a man of my own and stand my ground when I am right. And even those who were simply amazing at keeping the balance between the reality of the world and the theory of the text. And with professors, it reminds me of what once Warren Buffett said, quote, you show me the heroes of a person and I'll tell you how I'll turn out to be in future, unquote. I have 2 heroes. One, Warren Buffett himself, and second, believe you me, is the professor I found at this university. All in all, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm saying is, I am lucky, blessed, and fortunate to have all of these professors, for they really have been the dronas of your life. Because how can a child born without any light in his eyes know in which direction to take in life? I bow to you all and Ahmedabad University for the generous contribution of labored wisdom and time that you have made in the creation of my own self, as Rodin structure says. Thank you all. Thank you.
I have the pleasure of introducing our chief guest today. Professor K. Vijay Raghavan is the Secretary, Department of Biotechnology, Government of India since January 28, 2013. Before that, he was the Director of the National Center for Biological Sciences of Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, one of the most significant science centers in the country, especially in life sciences. He was also the interim head of the Institute of Stem Cell Biology and Regenerative Medicine, which is a new autonomous institute of the Department of Biotechnology. An engineer who turned to life sciences, Professor Vijay Raghavan's contribution in science as development biologist have been recognized widely. He was conferred an honorary Doctor of Science degree by the University of Edinburgh in 2011. He's a J.C. Bose Fellow of the Department of Science and Technology. He gave the J.C. Bose Memorial Lecture at the Royal Society in 2010, was awarded the inaugural Infosys Prize in Life Sciences in 2009, the Shanti Sarup Bhatnagar Prize, the India's most prestigious science award, in 1998. Professor Vijay Raghavan is a distinguished alumnus of the Indian Institute of Technology, Kanpur, and has been bestowed with the highest honor of the institution. He is a fellow of the Indian National Science Academy and the Indian Academy of Sciences. Professor Vijay Raghavan is an associate member of the European Molecular Biology Association. In 2012, he was elected a Fellow of the Royal Society and was awarded the Padma Shri in 2013 by the Government of India. He was elected a Foreign Associate of the US National Academy of Sciences in 2014. Professor Vijay Raghavan is also on the Board of Governors of the Okinawa Institute of Science and Technology and on the Scientific Advisory Board of IFOM Milan. Let's welcome Professor K. Vijay Raghavan.
Thank you very much, Vice Chancellor, Chairman Shri Sanjay Lalbhai, Registrar, all of the Board of Governors, the academic members of the university, ladies and gentlemen, and most importantly, all those who are graduating. There's, after what we heard from Sunny just now, there's very little one can say. In a short 3-minute talk, he encapsulated what the challenges of the world are, how to address them, how to take courage, how to learn from your environment, and how to mix with your peers to face anything. I think that was absolutely touching and moving and a very, very concise message. So I suggest that we all give him another big hand here. I will be quite brief. I will not take all the 30 minutes which I supposedly have, but in the short time I have, I'll try to encapsulate what has happened over several billions of years on this planet and what challenges you face going out into the real world. Let's start from now, from the present. The photographs which were taken before we came in here and which are being taken now, none of them use film. And I don't know how many of you know what film is and what photographs used to be like before we had digital photography coming in. There was a company called Kodak, and Kodak was the company which made film, and Kodak was one of the pioneers of digital photography. In fact, some of the earliest inventions in digital photography, which would supersede film, were invented at Kodak. But the management at Kodak decided that their core business of making film was too important and had too much profit to invest in this new technology in which they themselves were the leaders. And then what happened amazingly, when this new technology took over and the old technology was pulled from under their feet, Kodak disappeared. And this is an ongoing challenge in the world right from the time when motor cars replaced horse-drawn carriages and so on. But at that time, when motor cars replaced horse-drawn carriages, the impact of changes in technology was relatively modest in our societies, and the time scale of those impacts were relatively long. So changes took place in a more analog manner, with new technologies gradually replacing old ones, with the old technologies still being present. That has started changing rather dramatically. All too often now we see disruptive technologies coming with extraordinary speed, and therefore the response time to those changes also need to be fast. Those response times can be very fast in small, rich economies. If you're in Singapore or in an advanced European country, then those response times can be fast. Response times in larger economies, which are very diverse, are a big, big challenge. And response times in emerging markets become an even greater challenge when we have economic growth based on one kind of technology, and today, as the world changes, other kinds of technologies are coming up, and we assume that those technologies will take its time, nothing will happen, and before we know it, we're hit badly. So this is the major challenge today. How do we reach to our millions, hundreds of millions of people who need upliftment from poverty? How do we become leaders in economic change and social transformation in a time of dramatically changing technologies the world over? So how do we address this challenge? To do that, let's go back in time a little bit and see how we came to this situation. And I'll go right back in time to time zero, hundreds of millions of years ago, billions of years ago, when life originated on this planet. At t is equal to 0 on that wall, life originated as single cells essentially, in ways which we only now are beginning to understand. But we know a lot about how those early forms of life, which still occupy much of the planet today, changed to give rise to organisms such as us, the trees, the plants, other animals, and so on and so forth. This is through a process by evolution, by natural selection, where more and more complex threads came about. Animals and plants came about. But all of life on this planet, because it shares that common origin, shares a certain chemistry. And that thread, that chemistry is the thread of DNA. Changes in DNA of various organisms gave rise to this diversity, and changes in DNA from generation to generation gave rise to differences amongst different species within time. So having learned all of this, we also learned something very important, that all our organisms fight to survive on this planet. And early humans were no different. Their role on this planet was to somehow manage to survive and propagate and give rise to the next generation. But something magical happened at that time, which didn't happen to any other form of life on this planet. And one theory is that because of these kinds of accidents, the use of fire and the ability to cook food rather than to eat raw food as hunter-gatherers, humans did not have the need anymore to constantly keep eating like other animals had. So our relatives in evolution, other mammals, the great apes and so on, could not grow their brains to a size disproportionate to their body because they did not have the opportunity, the ability to cook and eat food Cooking meant that you could consume large number of calories in a short meal and therefore had time to evolve the brain in evolutionary time. This growth of the brain, disproportionate to the rest of the body, led to another amazing capability coming up. The capability for the brain to process knowledge and to understand the past and the future, which no other animal can. This then led to another dramatic change. Humans became the only animals on this planet which started to have the ability not only to survive, but to change the planet. 10,000 years ago, humans and their pets and their livestock was 0.1% of all vertebrates on the planet. Today, humans, our pets and our livestock are 98% of all vertebrates on this planet. So dramatically, in a 10,000 year period, humans have changed to become mere survivors on this planet to agents of change on this planet. On this planet today, whether good or bad, is determined by human action in a huge way. We have another dramatic ability now. Because of all of this and our capacity to manufacture digital screens and computers and new kinds of intelligence through computers, we have transcended many of the inherent limitations of our brains. 50 years ago, 100 years ago, you had to be extraordinarily intelligent to do many of the kinds of things which relatively normal people in the median do today. This ability to transcend your own limitations is another extraordinary opportunity for all of us. You don't have to know everything. You can be connected to the world through other people, other technologies which know multiple things. So the average IQ today, corrected for all sorts of economic and social factors, is much higher than it was 100 or 200 years ago. And this is again a dramatic change. People are becoming more intelligent, as it were, as a group, because of access to all sorts of other tools of the trade. This now means something dramatic for a country such as India. We have, on one hand, all the abilities to do anything we want. These wonderful set of students can go out and grasp the world. On the other hand, we have another very serious problem in India. The problem is very simply stated. Indians are of the wrong color. By that I don't mean the color of our skin, but I mean that if you look at any map of the world, you look at a map of malaria, you look at a map of filariasis, you look at a map of poverty, you look at a map of illiteracy, India stands out as a red color. All others are of a different color. And this is a serious problem. If you look at India today, children in the 0 to 5 age, stunting is about over 40%, which is worse than that of sub-Saharan Africa, right? So you have a situation where on one hand you have extraordinary talent, extraordinary capabilities, extraordinary people, but you have another challenge in our social and economic context which we need to address. How can we manage to do this? Unlike any other post-colonial country, India is unusual in having not only these kinds of problems, but having the capacity to solve these problems. And today there's an extraordinary opportunity for us to look both inwards and outwards and address these kinds of complex situations. This can be done in this new world where there's a great danger today of manufacturing and jobs going away to other centers all over the world, because the way manufacturing has changed, jobs are actually going to be concentrated near the place where demand is there rather than in cost competitive environments. Today our challenge is how can we have manufacturing in our context which also creates jobs? And there our health and agriculture system linked with new manufacturing, our economic system linked with new manufacturing can not only create a huge number of new jobs, but can actually also result in the transformation of our society. So from a market point of view and a social point of view and an economic point of view, India addressing its problems can allow Indians to be leaders all over the world in every context, and also in India to transform both India and the world. This allows you as citizens of the world, as citizens of India, to become leaders in this transformation. And the way this can happen is that no matter which area of science or technology or humanities or business, Indians should be the leaders in India, of course, but also all over the world. Our young demography allows that to happen. So I'd like to end by saying that there are enormous challenges in the world today. The world looks a very difficult place to handle, but you have your mentors, you have your peer group, and you have a support system, and you have the access to each other and to the best of learning where you can actually truly be transformative. So all the best to you for a great future, and congratulations to what you have done so far. Thank you.
Chancellor Sri Sanjay Lal Bhai, Chief Guest of today's convocation, Professor Vijay Raghavan, Vice Chancellor and Chairman Board of Management Pankaj Chandra, members of Governing Board, Governing Council, faculty members, invited guests, and above all the graduating students. As part of the closing ritual, sixth time I am proposing vote of thanks. And I really feel honored that in the 6th year of Ahmedabad University, there is great learning for students, but there is great learning from us also, and largely because of the people that Ahmedabad University feels privileged to have as guest of honor either on Foundation Day or on the Convocation Day. Let me begin by extending my sincere thanks to Sanjay Lal Bhai for leading the convocation and unfolding the plans. I'm sure at the higher level of management, I feel the pressure from that we all will have to continuously work hard to take Ahmedabad University a level above and maybe to take it among top 10 of India, I think, in a short period of time. I would also like to extend my sincere thanks on behalf of all of you to our esteemed guest today, Padma Shri Vijay Raghavan sir. In your scientific and technological perspective, you have shown the students the challenges of life and also shown the opportunities. And the word which I picked up from you is that instead of being fighting for survival, if you become the change agent, then probably the life is quite beautiful for you. And I personally feel that this is what at Ahmedabad University we will also have to do to prepare the students as part of change management. Thank you, sir. And we will always remember your words and the time that we spent with you. And I'm sure the graduating students will also learn a lot from the words of wisdom and the guidance that he has provided. I also sincerely thank, especially on this Sunday afternoon, the guests who have assembled over here, honoring our invitation from government, from media, from academia, and also all the members of Governing Board, Governing Council of Ahmedabad Educational Society and Ahmedabad University. Without the help of media, I'm sure what we do and what you have been doing is not known to the world. So I'm sincerely expressing my thanks to the friends in media. And finally, to the team Ahmedabad University, consisting of starting from Pankaj Chandra, because in last 1 year, I feel the kind of work that he's putting and the pressure he is taking on his own and he's putting on us. The associate deans, faculty members, support staff, and each one of the member in Ahmedabad University who has worked so hard to make this event successful. I think in a way it's part of event management, or I would say logistic management also for the students, and especially the young students, volunteers. They have put in their best efforts. So special thanks to all of them. Yes, they deserve that. And finally, to the graduating students. From day one when the university is set up, I know the kind of problems the students and the parents always face when they have to send their students over Ahmedabad University. I must compliment all of them for putting faith into us, and especially the first batch of ICT, because that was the first year when we started. And as I have experience being part of the ACPC and FRC, in just first 1 year, how great name we could make for Ahmedabad University, and that's largely because of the legacy that we have carried. So I also compliment all the students, parents, and to the graduating student, and wish them best of their career wherever they go. I only request them to keep their ties open with Ahmedabad University. Thank you, and my deep sense of gratitude to one and all. Thank you.
Convocation closed.
I request all to rise for national anthem. जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंग विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंग तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Graduates of the BCom program are requested to take their seats again in 15 minutes for the distribution of their respective degrees.